then we're gonna go here to the chat, and next thing you know, right here in the corner, there's your time, and there's the people viewing, and all the chats are gonna start because everybody that gets likes, subscribes, and gets the notification is gonna end up here in the chat room on the side.
Except for me.
So now that we're live,
Yeah,
that was not the
either.
time to start stammering.
No.
We could do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter, dude.
Did you get yours, Sean? I didn't. Fuck, I'm on the
That's
show.
there. I heard a.
I don't get it.
I heard a. Ting.
I didn't get mine.
You're fine. You're coming in good.
All right.
Yeah. We got three viewers in. Okay, right there on the left, and then over here you put in the side. You can put a little sponsor plague right here. We got the syndicate right here, and I could change that. Come over here to the side. Over here,
Last week it was Dye Job Apparels.
and then yeah, Sean didn't know he still owes us money on that one.
Man, y'all are working hard.
Then we can come up back here. You know, we can change the ticker. Go back to the graphics. You know, who do we want to do? We're gonna go Hack Shack.
There you go. I like that company.
Split that. You know, give that a little.
Yeah, Hack Shack.
Live that a little love. That's up in the right corner. You know, we can do that. We could do a little Gate 9. Put that up there. So, you know, you ever want to go live with EC and JV? You know, put it up there.
The day we go live is the day we all three are sitting here with you guys.
We can
Is
just
that-
get them.
Is the Dirty Knob? You got the Dirty Knobs logo? No?
Oh,
No, not yet. No, I don't.
You want me to text it to
No.
you? Put it on there?
I could do that. I can get on there next week though, because then I gotta
Yeah,
ask,
trust
because
me.
Wait, I'm sorry. Yes, he does. It's right here.
then I got it's on the show. Sean DeLong Cardoza is in the house.
Silverback.
Is Go-Go?
Hell yeah.
Holy cow.
Justin Tompkins, ATB. You see who's in the hot seat? Justin Tompkins. It's Hollywood. Mike Miranda. NWO, bitches. Get
Yeah,
that
JT.
right across your lips. Are you shitting me? It's the Mike and Mike show. I'm Thunder Midget checking in right now on a Friday night lights with a lot of cold beer.
Yeah, Hack Shack.
Oh
Man.
man, are you shitting me right now? Homie Mike, Hollywood Mike Miranda, Thunder Midget coming to you live from the Beer Budget Studios.
Absolutely, Justin. Let's do that.
Woo!
I'm a temporary Mantician. Is it Mantican?
You are on the wall. If
Where are you on the wall?
If you have not been to the studio and signed the door, okay, there is a wall that has been signed and it will go down forever.
The studio. This is a Man Cave Deluxe studio museum. It's fantastic, man. This is
Thank you.
great.
Thank you.
How in the world did this come about?
Well, this is the Beer Knobs Dirty Budget show,
Oh.
Hollywood. Okay, just 'cause, you're just finding out right now, dude. So it's like,
We
yeah.
bought the house. This was one big shop. And then my partner here helped me, or I helped him, I'm sorry. And we put
yes,
the wall in.
that's DeRusso. It's Evil Knievel from
And,
Frogtown. Look at that, dude. He got you out of character, Hollywood.
Tell you right
Holy
now, listen, I'm
shit.
about to pull down those fan blades.
What's up,
and
Brett?
put them on. Those things are Evil Knievel right there.
You never
Got to
know,
start
baby.
those
I know a guy
front
could hook you up, though.
What's up, Pistachio? Hey, like, share, subscribe. I tell you
Evil
what,
Knievel from
let your
Frogtown.
friends
That's
know
awesome.
Hollywood Mike Miranda is in the fucking studio right now. If you're not, get the fuck off the goddamn page, okay? This is important, all right? This is a goddamn BMX holiday.
Well, I tell you what, it's
Hollywood, are you shitting me, dude, on a
tell you right
Friday,
now,
dude?
This is fantastic. What the best rest stop I've ever been to.
I tell you what, it's better than any Loves or Pilot Flying J that you could ever have. Honestly,
Well, you know
dude.
what? It's Loves. Is what it is.
Yeah.
It is. You seen the freaking toilet crank arm holder, right?
I did.
And the,
Nothing-
I was wondering what gear you're running in that bathroom.
the elf
Is this a
bar,
downhill bathroom?
Hey,
elf
nothing,
bar
says,
towel holder.
Yeah. Nothing says love like that, dude.
Yeah, right? I mean, come on.
Oh my gosh! Hey, listen, I appreciate the invitation. You guys let me come down here.
Oh,
This
thank you.
is a treat for me, man. I've never done a live show.
Are you a treat for you?
Well, not a live show with clothes on.
Dude, this fuck. Yeah, the
First
show,
question Mike asked today: Is there a dress code?
the,
Yeah.
the show,
Totally optional.
the show is not over yet. Okay,
Yeah.
honestly. It's about to get hot, sweaty, and probably a little bit moist.
Not all of you guys saw him in his G string, not his G string, but his speedo, his
Mhm.
Evil Knievel speedo in Frogtown. But
I ain't afraid.
we obviously
That's-
know that.
Not a lot of protection.
Oh fuck, yeah, a lot of chafing too.
Oh, my
Fantastic.
God.
Hey, I
Oh,
wanna
what's
throw a
up,
shout out
John
to
Willett,
my friend-
Corvino, Cord, Big Daddy Cord? Hey, designated driver tomorrow morning. Come
What's
on,
up, John Willett?
get the factory rider over there to Baco tomorrow. we'll be good.
Oh, he don't need another beer, Matthew. He'll do it on his own. He don't give a shit.
What's up, Kester? Hey, Gary. Oh yeah, no, we're fine, dude. Dude, I don't need a beer to get naked.
Yep. Hey, listen, shout out to Gogo. You know who Gogo is? That's the nickname for Robert Cardoza.
Oh, dude, Cardoza, dude.
When he was working for Awesome Shoes, and he used to give shoes to everybody. We all called him Gogo.
Oh,
Great guy.
Go. See, he never mentioned that, did
He doesn't. He keeps a lot of shit
That's
low
the
key,
nickname.
dude.
He'll brag about ET, but don't tell all the good
Well,
shit.
you know, he's the second fastest person in that household.
Yeah, ain't that the
Hey,
truth?
Tell him, Jane.
I would say
Tell
that,
her. I
right.
hope she pulls it up on it.
I would say the third because the cat is pretty freaking quick.
Hey, I saw an interview. Like I was watching the 83 Jag out there. There was one of those Jags. They interviewed her, and that was I was like, yeah,
Jane
Robert.
don't mess around,
Yeah,
dude. She's
fantastic.
she's-
Great BMX family. Great BMX pedigree. She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's a tough bullet, dude. When he was sick in Vegas last week or 2 weeks ago,
She left him there.
she wouldn't put no bullshit.
I don't.
She
why
came
would
downstairs to the stall. She's like, Robert's not feeling well. I'm like, oh, that sucks. She's like, no, that's not acceptable. I'm like,
Menstrual
oh, shit.
cramps?
Okay, my bad.
Those
Get your
cramps-
ass on your
those
bike.
Cramps, come on, man.
Holy
Tied up
crap.
like that. I've
What's up,
heard-
Gary? Saba boss checking in. Oh, yeah.
He'll be asleep, Cord. Don't worry.
Cord will be fine, dude. Don't worry. Got breakfast burritos. Rick, you going to Houston? Me and Benami are flying out, baby. The Jackson and Wyatt show. Oh, what? Dude, you changed it up on me, dude. Ricky's going to freaking Houston. Oh, shit, dude. God damn it. You should have told me earlier. What's up, Giffy? Dye Job Apparel checking in. We got to lock him in the bedroom. Yes, sir.
Went downstairs and won a bunch of money.
Oh, guys, if you are new to BMX and you don't know the history of BMX,
You're on the wrong show.
the man in the middle is Hollywood, Mike Miranda. He's been in the movie Rad. He is worldwide.
He should be pretty fast too.
If you
Such
haven't
a-
watched America's Most Wanted,
Such a hey, I tell you what,
The 86 edition.
one of the most prestigious BMXers to ever walk or pedal
Hey,
God's green
and
earth.
another dramatic, dramatic
Yeah.
dismount for.
Listen, I'm just grateful to be here. You guys are awesome. As you know, I've always been a fan of the show since the first day I heard it, and I'll try to chime in when I'm available. You guys are just cracking me up. The way you do things, unbelievable. You're so entertaining.
We do our best, bro.
But I have no idea how you can keep up with the chat room. So
You get you split it up like that, and then next thing you know, then
It takes both.
then
It takes both of us.
you get the Facebook, you get the YouTube, and then you go do a little chat overlay,
He goes
switch it
down
up
to a
like this,
cliffhanger twice.
and then it shrinks it down, and then everybody can see everybody else's comments as they post up.
Trust me,
when
we
you-
don't
when you switch the
respond to
screen.
every one of them.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people with some. We've had some bullshit. We just skip it, but I mean, we try to make sure we don't recognize everybody at least once.
Yeah.
And if there's a topic we can talk about, then we're going to talk about it.
It's a
'Cause
big
we'll talk about anything. We
Well,
make shit up.
yeah.
I tell you what I talk about. I talk about this fine looking drywall job in here. Man, there's no tape marks, no nothing. Good looking drywall in here.
Yeah, we got it cheap. It was cool.
Yeah, I know a guy. He learned me through the process.
Oh,
trust
see?
me.
Oh.
Put my name out.
Oh,
He learned me through the
look at
process.
that! Hey, you called out Jane. Now Facebook and YouTube can see each other's comments. That's where I split screened it.
Oh,
Okay, so Jane's in there. Hey, it's Jane. Robert said you were binging me up. Low and slow. It helps when you see the comments 2 or 3 times when it's only one comment. Hell, you know it. Low and slow. Appreciate you tuning in, guys. Everybody tune. Hey, it's a Friday night pop-up show.
Hey, Jane, he said that you were the fast driver of the 2 people in your household,
Mhm.
is what he said.
That's right.
Yeah.
Huge
Take
fan.
that, Robert.
Huge fan.
Yeah. Yeah. She definitely right there at the beginning of all of it, her and her
Yeah.
family. Good
She's,
stuff.
yeah.
Been around for years, man. I mean, and worldwide.
We calling her old? Don't do that, bro.
Well, no.
She'll come to Manteca.
No, because dude, that's history,
It is.
and history is important.
Yes. And she was.
Honestly, and being one of the few that appreciates the BMX history, I'm one of those guys. I love it. I wish I understood it more when I was 8. Kind of like when you had the show with the Pattersons.
Yeah.
They trained at my local jumps, Red Devil, and behind freaking the Hayward Plunge.
They used to make him lay down so they could jump over him.
But dude, I was a kid, dude. I didn't know who these guys were, but these guys were badass.
Well, when they came to our hometown way back when, they were badass. We all knew that the Pattersons were badass, and we didn't like them. Nobody liked them because they were from NorCal.
Yep.
Nobody likes NorCal, dude.
Yeah. Well, nobody from SoCal. But we call you guys NoCal.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Heard
That's
that
a
for
fact.
years. Yep.
Yeah.
And as a diehard Dodger fan, anyone up here?
Oh, you want to buy that Schwinn? Is that Dodger Schwinn?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I do. You know I do.
Fuck, I didn't know you were a Dodgers fan. Damn, we kicked your ass again last year.
Yeah, anything with you got rid of anything Dodgers.
It's upgraded, bro. It's got 2-piece cranks on it. It seriously does. It's got new school 2-piece. Dude, I hooked my father-in-law up with that thing. Thanks, Robert.
Speak American beaming me up means I'm staying cool.
Oh, you are staying cool.
Oh,
Jane, we know
Jane,
that.
you're good. Robert's on waivers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big ups, Jane. Big ups.
Didn't even buy a shirt for you and him.
So hey,
Yes.
oh
it is
yeah,
John Crabtree.
yeah, Crabtree. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you know it. Yeah, Hollywood is in the fucking house, dude. All right, like, share, subscribe, call your friends, call your ex-girlfriends, boyfriends. I don't give a shit.
Don't sleep on the beer drinking show.
Yeah, just get ready for some shit to get wrecked.
Yeah, John Crabtree.
Dude, it's only good.
Fantastic.
Hey, we got a couple months to it, but wait, it's a couple months down the road. It's even going to get.
It's gonna
Way
get lit.
better.
It's gonna it's still winter.
It's gonna get weird for sure.
Yeah,
It's gonna get
thank God.
weird.
Wait till it gets to spring because it'd be too cold to be sleeping in a tent.
April 28th through the 30th. It's gonna get weird.
Cannot wait. Yeah, and I'm sure there's no dress code there either.
Jane's mom is even tuning in. Hollywood, are you kidding me, dude? And she's over the pond, man.
Let me tell you, I'm a huge fan. That whole family was great to me. It was like having another family in the UK. It was my family in the UK. Great people. Every time I traveled over there, it was like visiting a family reunion almost. The people there treated me like I was a wayward son.
Really?
It's awesome.
Yeah, even though I was a revolutionary and I'm against the British, back in 1776. But anyway, I loved it. I loved it over there. It was fantastic. I learned as a young pup leaving the country for the first time, and to go there was great. But by far the best part were all the friends I made.
Yeah,
including Jane and her family.
well, yeah,
That's awesome.
Dude, her dad really ran everything over there in Europe.
That's
Yeah.
what I
You know,
understood too.
with all the posts and the the feedback and just knowing them for the past 3 years is like they were really huge back over there.
Well, listen, there were a handful of people that really brought BMX around the world, and her family, and there were a few others that were in the UK and in Holland that really brought BMX around the world.
Really?
Because it was really just at first it was Southern California, then Northern California, then it started spreading back east. But it was only a couple people that brought that around the world, and that was her family was part of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Wow.
It was awesome.
Hey, shout out Jane. That a girl. Shout out to you and your family.
But I don't know how you race in the rain all the time. I just don't get it, man.
I don't know how she puts up with Robert's shit, but she's so much more famous than he is.
That's true. That's true. He's on waivers.
He's been on waivers. Him and his car chases that he
Yeah.
posts all the time.
Yeah. For those of you guys tuning in, new to BMX, haven't been around. Hey, no fault. We get a handful of different viewers, that have been in the sport for years and years, and we get a lot that are new to the sport. Hollywood Mike Miranda, that is here in the middle of the sandwich, has been around. I mean,
He's old.
well-spoken pro from back in the day, rode for some freaking teams, bud. Like, are you kidding me, dude? CW, Hutch. Yeah, man.
Torker.
Heaps. I'm talking to you, Heaps.
Yep, I'm telling you what, it was a great experience to race BMX back in the day, and they have those great sponsors and travel the entire world racing BMX. Not just racing, but also promoting the sport. It was awesome. And to get to do it all over again now with our podcast and to share those stories from what happened back in the day, to share those back of the rental car stories.
Yeah, 11 people in a Lincoln Continental with all their bikes.
Now, was there like a checkoff list when you got these rental cars back in the day? Like, hey, were the seats fine? How was the trunk?
Listen carefully. Yes, no, no.
Oh, yes, no, no.
When you want insurance, it's yes, no, no.
Oh, okay.
Yes for the car, no for everything else.
So it's almost like junior high getting those Scantrons, like always when in doubt, Phil B.
Hey, you always say yes to the insurance on the car because that meant green light, doesn't matter. Racers, start your engines.
Oh, hey, look, Jane's like, hey, can you please give mom a Hollywood wave?
Oh my gosh, better than that.
Oh,
Wow. Are you
Sweet.
kidding me?
that's awesome.
Well deserved.
What's up, cousin Jerry? How you doing, buddy?
Cousin Jerry, let's go. No go for us in Bago tomorrow. Winter formals.
Yeah,
Santa Cruz High School.
Rick may change his mind before the end of the night. We'll see.
You never know, dude. Baco's looking pretty sweet, dude. It's gonna be it's hot and heated getting ready to go.
Depends on
Down
what
there.
time you get up. I go to bed.
Hey.
I don't think in my lifetime I've ever heard anyone say Baco looks sweet.
Me either.
Well,
Because it's always a nightmare when you go.
well, yeah.
Amateur midget night at Deja Vu tomorrow night. Rick Carter.
Hey, Flickcraft, you know that shit's
And
fucking,
right afterwards, the next morning, Brian will be wrestling jet skis.
that's it. That's facts shit, dude. That's real stuff, dude. 'Cause-
Let me throw out a free plug for anyone that is going to Baco. All American Barber Shop in Bakersfield.
Yeah,
Best barber shop in all of California.
really?
Yes, that's right.
Huh.
How about that?
All American by
American Barber Shop,
okay.
Bakersfield, California.
Huh.
Run by none other than David Miranda. There you go, the free plug.
Wow.
Whoa.
Is there a relation there?
Look at that.
All right, nephew, you owe me a free haircut.
That's it, dude.
Awesome.
That's it, dude. I might have to friggin' stroll in there, dude.
Shit, you don't. What are you gonna cut?
Well,
Well, no, I'm gonna
Hey,
transfer first round. Go get.
He
I'm
does.
gonna
He
go
does.
get
He does
friggin'-
head hair, not
I'm
all the other hair.
I'm gonna go get lined up, dude. Maybe he can maybe he can
Put
like
a fade in it.
he could dread me out, dude. Put some dread rocks in there.
hey, nephew David, get the
you
get
know?
the boosters and the yellow pages ready.
The whole thing, dude. Yeah.
They don't make yellow pages like that anymore. Where you can actually use them as a benefit.
Get my chocolate milk, son.
That's right. You're lollipop and chocolate milk.
Yeah, you know how it goes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have your mom go because we don't want you crying. You know.
Man, Hollywood Mike Miranda in the
I'm
Beer
telling
Budget
you,
Studios.
dude.
It's the Beer Knobs Dirty Budget show going
Oh,
on
man.
on a Friday night, dude. Are you
Hey,
kidding
Rick
me?
and
right
I
now?
have been like giddy all day long. I mean,
This has been
I
a
thought
Friday.
I was
from-
talking to Rick on the phone about Mike coming on the show, and I thought I was on my truck, and I hit the stop button, in button, and I'm like, I look at Daniel, and I'm like, look at Mike Miranda on the show, and all of a sudden he's laughing. I'm like, oh, shut up and hang up. Sorry, you weren't supposed to hear that.
Oh man, it just worked out. And listen, it worked
So-
out perfect for me. I get to come hang out with my friends.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It,
Hey,
it worked out for us because we really don't plan nothing, honestly. I mean, we kind of put stuff, but it's in pencil. It can be erased.
what's up, Jamie? How you
Hey,
doing, buddy?
We don't write shit in fucking pen around this fucking.
No, no,
You know, yeah, because nothing's set in stone, dude.
no.
Plans can change.
Drinking beer, that's about the only thing that gets set in stone around here.
Yeah,
everything else
that's
is
a,
option.
that's a given.
Yep.
So another thing for the fans tuning in, for those of you guys that don't know, that are familiar with Frogtown that took place in Angels Camp in September, Hollywood Mike Miranda from Dirty Knobs. He also has a podcast that airs every other Sunday
Tomorrow or two
With-
2 days from now.
with the vintage, the history, the classics, the Hall of Famers that built this sport that we love, which is part of the reason we do this show. And if it wasn't for you, Mike, and your guys, we wouldn't be here, honestly. You know, because
There's nothing to talk about.
it's a
It never
big
got
thing,
started.
you know. And every other Sunday they post up interviews with random Hall of Famers that were back in the day building the
shit.
sport with what we do. You know, we complain about how motos are so big and state races are big and nationals are so long, but the sport's here because of guys like them.
Absolutely.
You know, and they're getting ready to hit into April. It's going to be Dirty Fest, baby.
Dirty
in
Fest.
in
If you,
SoCal.
if you like Frogtown, go to SoCal for Dirty Fest.
That's all I can say. Like honestly, Dirty Fest is just going to be dirty.
Not sure how dirty it's going to get, but we'll see.
Let me go back to something you said. Hey, listen, if you want to go back and complain about how many motos you got or whatever you have now, wait till you try. You have to race by the headlights of cars.
Mm-hmm.
That was your lighting of the track.
Mm-hmm.
The starting gate would break all in when they first brought lights in. They would break all the time. So we'd go back to manual starts, or sometimes you just have the rubber
Band. Oh, God,
Because
those hurt.
it-
Don't get
because-
hit by it.
because the welding on the gate would break. So you
Yep.
just do the rubber bands. I mean,
Because
I-
Oh yeah.
It was all brazing. It wasn't even welded. It was just brazing, you know? Yeah, the rubber band hurt too if you got hit by it. Oh, my God, that hurt.
so we will, we don't have much to complain about. I mean, so once in a while the water truck would break and the track wouldn't be able to get watered. but that was about it.
Oh, that's good.
It was real gnarly BMX. It was the MX in BMX back in the day. So we're bringing that back. We're bringing that same MX back to BMX.
Vale City Bike Park, man.
Yeah, man. Velocity is going to be fantastic. We've already built the track, all except for the last booter jump. It's all done. And
last booter jump.
Let me tell you.
Okay, I didn't know nothing about that.
Bonsai.
We're going to give everyone the opportunity to be Hollywood for a minute. Just going to hit that last booter jump coming across the finish line, just like Supercross. We're going to give you the opportunity to show your stuff.
Right on.
But
there you go, Dan. You better start practicing.
The track is designed for guys of our demographic. You know what I mean?
No pedaling.
Yeah. Listen, you can take your mom's beach cruiser, take one hard pedal out of the gate, it'll get you to the finish line.
It's really downhill.
It's not. If there's no place that's super steep, there's no place that slows down either. So you're just gonna cruise around.
Perfect.
Hang on. Throw some style. Maybe wreck into your buddies. That one guy that cut you off back in 1984. Here's your chance.
Oh yeah.
Man.
We can do that.
Roost some turns.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
I was 6.
That guy that stole your girlfriend in 1988. Now here's your chance. Get him.
I was 10.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about wide, flat turns that give you the chance.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rick's girlfriend, wide and flat. Sorry.
I had a couple of those. There's a couple of district moms out there lingering.
I got one.
Yeah.
I got one.
There.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Get us.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. Good night, folks. We'll have a good one.
Yeah. They're district moms for another year until they get a state top 10. That's how it goes.
Sorry, Rick. I love you, man.
Hey, it's all good, dude. I'm good with it, dude. I like variety, dude.
Yeah, I know.
It's like the Wheel of Fortune with district moms.
Yeah. Well, ain't that the truth?
Wide and flat. That was it.
That's
it.
Wide and flat.
It's like a modem before slide outs.
Wow.
There you go. There you go. Right. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Well, we have wide and flat turns all the way through until the very last turn. Then we have a wide open on the inside, a sharp turn. That's where the
suicide bombers are going to show up.
Right. It's going to be like a steakhouse.
Okay.
People are getting T-bones.
Let's go.
Right. Yeah.
Someone's going for $2.
The $2 T-bones
Yes,
coming
sir.
in. Yeah.
Oh,
Tough,
yeah.
Tough and ready.
Oh, shit. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I think the whole thing, it's a complete weekend of extravaganza. It's not just racing. We have a bike show. We'll have
bike race.
We'll have a 16-inch pit bike race. That happens during the 80s party. Right in the middle of the 80s party.
And you got the foot down too.
Oh yeah.
So everybody will be drunk for the pit bike race. Right in the middle of the party.
Well, that's one of the recommendations. You have to.
We had a pit bike race at the Grands a couple of years. Intense put it out there, gave them all the bike, and they had it. Dude, it was. But some of these guys were killing it on it.
Well, this is going to be a specially designed kill yourself track just for 60 inches. And it goes in and around the bar, so it'll be fantastic.
Oh,
and around the bar, that way
to watch it.
You put in your order like when you're coming around.
It's a shot between every
when you come around, then it's like, hey, cool. Let me grab my drink.
I think it's gonna be one of those things where you put your order in before you race and you down it on the gate and take off.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna make sure I bring some.
You're playing my song. I heard you play my song.
Yes, hey, sensuous.
Damn, you're looking pretty good these days, Sean. I got to tell you. How you doing? I'm good. Thank you.
You're a good friend, but you're ugly as bartender I ever seen.
It happens a lot. That's why I wear camo.
The camo doesn't help. Honestly, it doesn't. We've been telling them that for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Yeah, he's a big Rambo fan.
Rambo. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying.
Well, the beauty about our event is it's like our podcast. It's not about the information. It's not about serious racing. It's about having fun. That's exact same thing.
And you know what? Going back to your podcast, Mike, there is nothing but fun on there when you guys post your shows and stuff. Take a tug off that bad boy. Let me know. We're taking beer samples.
That's called tax. I just taxed you.
Yeah, you know,
it's Copenhagen Bandit part 2.
Is Copenhagen Bandit? Oh, yeah.
Hey, you don't know who the Copenhagen Bandit is? Look him up. The guy's funnier than shit.
Check into another show.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about our podcast. The reason for the podcast was originally my idea about 3 years ago. And the idea was that we were going to have events. That was the whole plan, was we're going to have events. And the podcast was how we were going to advertise them.
Uh-huh.
And so we thought, okay, we'll start the podcast. We'll build up a little audience, and that's how we'll get the word out for our events. But the podcast has turned out to be so much fun to do. And I had no idea what the hell we were doing. So I listened to JT. I listened to All Things BMX.
What's up, Polly?
I would listen to BMX Weekly, Dale Holmes, and I would listen to you guys. And I said, oh, well, listen, that's easy. They sound like they're having a blast. And that's what turned out for us. We are having, listen, there are times when it didn't matter if we couldn't record, we'd still have the same conversation.
That's right. Absolutely. We do it every time we get together.
Exactly. We don't even have to go live to have a good time.
No.
Dude. If it's
Friday night, we were sitting here for a good 2 hours before we ever went live. He goes, fuck it, let's just go live. Well, whatever. And we would sit here bullshit.
And that's how it was. It's like, and then next thing you know, dude, it's 2.5 hours later, dude. It's like we did a show. And it's like,
we had nothing really to talk about. It was just got to throw it out there.
And
we're bored.
Yeah, the chat was freaking ridiculous, dude. You know, but that thanks to the viewers and the BMX community.
Yep.
That supports the show and follows it, and they're all in it for the right reasons because they understand that we're in it for the right reasons too, you know. And with your side of your podcast, you know, of being the vintage, the back in the day, you know, and us being more present and up to date, and we're calling teams out or riders out, and the bike shop standings, the factory standings, you know, they both gel because you're coming at it from a different avenue, and like we are too, and that's what makes it good because we're able to bump ideas and talks off of you, of like, hey Mike, dude, hey, back in the day, dude, we're gonna need tracks like this, you know, here, give you a rundown, and then you give us a little input, you know, and then you'll go and be like, hey, when you guys are at these races, you know, how is it compared like to back in the day? You know, so we're able to bounce a lot of ideas and topics off of each other because of the different avenues that both of our shows, along with All Things BMX, collaborate on.
Well, there's two things I want to say. One is I loved our conversation about teen moms. That was we talking about today. Was that you know, the difference between the races today and the races then were the teen moms. I mean, you guys have teen moms that are super organized. We had teen moms that were super fantastic at making sandwiches and cooking. Shout out to Billy Griggs' mom and their chicken salad sandwich.
Mr. Bill.
Oh man, that chicken salad was like it was almost like steroids.
Oh yeah, dude, a lot of protein, Yeah.
And the other thing I wanted to point out was that the big thing I think I love about the podcast community here in BMX is that nobody hates on each other.
No,
it's all about, we all support each other and try to promote each other. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Which is very rare to see these days.
That's what I understand.
Everybody, I mean, for anything, no matter what you do, no one wants to support each other.
You know,
it's all about that.
The podcast thing is there's so many different avenues. You know, you're talking about the vintage, the back in the day. You know, we're kind of like the present. You know, All Things BMX. You know, they're doing interviews of present and past. You know, you've been a guest on All Things BMX.
I have.
You know,
Taco Drive-Thru.
Rusty Dial has his show over there, the Houston BMX show. You know, our BMX with Dennis Anderson and Ryan Fudger for the freestyle in the park. You know, there's so many different avenues of BMX because BMX is huge. It's more than just racing. It's more than just freestyle. You know, it is a community. You know, you ride. You know, me, Mike, and Dickweed over there. You know, a couple of years ago, we rode through the town hoping just to get pulled over by the cops to be like we were kids.
We were set on the corner of Main and Yosemite at like 12:30 in the morning, and two cops drove by us and didn't even look twice. We're like, fuck you guys. This is not funny.
Yeah. They just let us
back in the day. It was a wrap.
No, they looked at you guys. Oh, these guys are taxpayers.
These guys are too old to get away from us anyway.
Taxpayers.
Yeah. You know, we're in the back behind a freaking a CVS and some other shit, setting up pallets. And just like, hey, dude, we're gonna hey,
shoot the 2-liter bottle container, the racks at each other.
Oh yeah.
Sean tried to kill us with those things.
You can't bunny hop that, you know. And it's like, fucker, I owe you $1.
And you know what? Sean just sent me a message before we started talking. He goes, hey, with the show, we're going to ride the town. We got plenty of fucking bikes.
The cops look at you in the alley kicking out cans. They go, look at those assistant managers having a good time on their bike.
Look at those homeless trying to pick up aluminum cans.
Exactly.
All nice of them.
Yeah. fucking Walmart greeters.
At Manteca, yeah. So look at the homeless. Oh shit, Al Roybal, Hollywood.
These guys,
Share with us your involvement in Pump Track USA and how it was working at Hyper BMX to mainstream bikes in Walmart.
Share my involvement with Pump Track USA and how it was working at Hyper. Okay, so
God damn, dude, a fucking CNN question on this show.
Dude, what the fuck,
This
Roybal?
guy, I know
Well,
this guy. I'll tell
well,
him to
thank
shut
you.
up when I see him
What's up, Donnie?
tomorrow, Hollywood, just for you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Al, for your comment tonight.
You're getting a nut punch tomorrow, asshole.
Mike didn't
Well,
want to take that hard tonight.
my involvement with Pump Track USA is not specific to any pump track. It's just Pump Track in general. I think it's fantastic because it's an easy entry to anyone riding a bike to get the feel for BMX. And it seems like that's the very first step that leads you to a BMX track. And my theme in life is always to get more people riding bikes. It has been
Right.
since I entered into the business. And working for Hyper was great because it was the same thing. It was with Hyper, it was lowering the barrier to entry, getting kids on bikes. And so not every kid can enjoy or have the ability to buy a $400 or $500 race bike.
Right.
But every kid's parent, most kids' parents can get a $99 bike. And if that's the first stepping stone, fantastic. So I have nothing but positive things to say about Walmart and about Hyper bikes because they get kids on bikes.
Right.
And like myself, Eric Carter, we were able to start racing BMX on cheap ass broken down bikes.
Mhm.
And that's how we got going.
I'll tell you what, let's talk about that guy, Eric Carter. What a guy.
Oh, you want to be related to him so bad you can taste it.
Dude, I'll tell you, dude, my grandpa was a fucking hoe back in the day, dude. We're related, dude. He's 8 years removed, my older brother.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was hilarious when we pulled into Frogtown. I think I told you the story. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up. We did a 15-minute commercial. We did a 15-minute podcast, not a podcast, but a Zoom call, the three of us, to do a commercial
15 minutes.
that lasted about
2.5 hours, 3 hours, yeah.
Laughing my ass off. I think I strained an ovarian tube or something laughing, man, at that thing. It's hilarious.
Oh my
Man,
god.
God, it was great.
15
Anyway,
minutes my ass, right?
Yeah.
It was the best 3 hours. I posted on the chat room with Justin and all them. Best 3 hours I've spent in a long time, bro.
It
Most
was
fun I've had.
something, dude.
It's so much
Man.
fun. I laughed so hard.
That was a great 3 hours. It was 15 minutes long.
It was.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
a good time.
yeah.
It, like,
Yes. Yeah, the community it's only like 15 minutes for the time TV time, but yeah,
man.
boy, it took a while.
Well, we were pulling. I told the story. We were pulling into Frogtown. It was James Vicente, JV, and Eric Carter, my co-hosts. We were all pulling in, and Hans Jobé.
oh, Hans Jobé. Hell yeah.
He's our production director from Europe. He's a great guy. We were all pulling into the track, and you
What's up, Billy?
and you rode right in front of us, and said Rick Carter, and you were on your bike, and man, we just started roaring. Oh man, Eric Carter, he must have jumped out of a tall building and landed on his feet.
Right. You know that.
Man, I don't remember.
That's your shorter brother.
Yeah, I don't remember Eric Carter running his seat so low.
That's right, baby. You know, hey, low and slow, baby.
Dude, it's got to be slammed. He won't be able to touch the ground.
Hey, it's easier on the knees, man.
Gate 9 never
You know,
placed in the
you know how
house.
it goes. What's up, Billy?
Fantastic.
Hey, how's Super Factory Mom doing over there in
Oh,
Virginia,
she's
dude?
killing it.
Killing it.
I'll be putting an order in this week with you, Billy. I know you're busy, but I'm still going to put one in.
It don't matter. If he's
Was that the factory mom you were bragging on?
His wife, yes.
Oh, fantastic,
Yeah.
man.
yes,
That
Jen.
was super impressive.
Jenny
Yes.
on the block is just next day. She will
She's
shit.
next level.
She will shit
period.
on any factory mom.
Oh,
Honestly,
absolutely.
I,
We have to,
I usually have to pay extra to watch that.
dude, I'm telling you, dude. I feel like I owe them money half the time. Okay,
after,
like
after the grands,
at,
yeah.
at Grants.
Don't say that too. Though Billy would be sucking. He'll take you up on that.
She has the team
They're dialed.
compound
Yep.
just ready to go. Everything is pleated and pressed.
Yep.
There.
Billy
Yeah,
just
you
pays
know.
the bill and she does all the work.
Yeah, dude. I'm talking the moto boards. She's got 3 different whiteboards with
The food,
everybody is lined up,
drinks.
ready to go, and food is at this time. This is at that time.
bunk beds.
Boom, boom.
Oh, that's fantastic.
How many teams pits have bunk beds?
Yeah, no, dude.
At the grands, we did his little ass got in one of them. Took a
Fucking
little
damn
nap.
right, dude. Them fuckers are comfortable, dude.
Yeah,
You
little
can
fold out bunk
you-
beds. It's
get
like
them
holy
at
shit.
you can get them at Bass Pro Shops.
Yeah.
They're
Fantastic.
not a sponsor of the show, but they could be. We ain't gonna turn them down. That's for damn
No,
sure.
it was funny. Rick over there letting him take a little nap. I'm like, oh,
Dude,
look
got-
at oh,
gotta
so
take-
cute.
Gotta take a siesta.
All cuddled up with a whoopee.
No, yeah, year before I was bleeding. I was gonna die.
Oh Jesus!
Fucking chain ring went through my Achilles.
Well, I bet that's the year I'm talking. That's the year I'm talking about. I wasn't there this
Oh.
year.
Yeah, that was bandaged
Yeah.
up. I was
Yeah.
fucking looked like I was in BMX fucking nom.
Those are for Billy for the
Jesus
morning. Hey,
Christ.
Billy says those are for him for the morning hangovers.
Hey, dude. Hey,
Billy don't get hungover.
the second round hangover crew, dude, is with the gangsters, dude. Okay, ask Roy Ball. He knows, dude. I did it in 2015.
Oh
all right?
my God!
Let's
you
go.
did it. How
dude. I
that
got
works?
the
For you, I'll
trophies.
never know.
right? I don't got to worry about doing shit ever again in my career.
Nope.
after
Hey, two
that.
mains, you're good. Yep. Drunker and fucked till 4:30 in the morning and got up and did
Dude,
his main.
took-
Hey, you gotta make the bell.
I took a
Gotta
freaking
make
3-hour nap, dude, and was like, I felt like freaking He-Man, dude.
You didn't smell like He-Man, but you rode all right. That's
Hey,
for
who
sure.
gives a shit, dude? I look good, dude.
Yeah.
I was
You look good in the main.
I was single A pro, bro. That day.
Hey, you look good in the main.
Your liver was like He-Man's work boot.
You ain't.
It
fucking-
still is. Some things never change.
You ain't lying,
What's up, Jeff Price? How you doing?
man. So Hollywood, what else is going on? And I mean, honestly, I don't even know, like, really to take the show with this because this is just really such an honor, you know. And that's how it was when we were in Frogtown. You know, talking with you and JV. You know, Eric was busy and stuff. Didn't really get to touch base with
Eric busy
and
He's
stuff.
always busy.
And just coming back into it, you know, dropping the podcast and the shows that you put on, some heater freaking guests, man. Like you ain't skipping a beat, dude. You're barely a year into it, man.
I think we're going to hit a year in 2 months, and we only do 26 shows, right? We
Right.
only have every other week.
Unfortunately, yeah, we know. I could watch one every week.
I
but-
wish we were only 26
yeah, but
shows.
there's
there.
only so many ex-pros that are worth talking to.
Well, and we have, and we want to do the shows by ourselves too. We have those shows that we like to do, just the four of us.
Like the bike parts.
Correct. And
positive and negative.
we have more lined up, and so we have lots of guests that are lined up that want to say they say yes, we want to do the show. The hardest thing about doing our show is getting the three of us together.
What's up, Austin Prophet?
Once we get the three of us together, it's a lot easier. Once we have that, then we get a guest.
How about the bullshit you pulled on fucking Townsend? Dude, I was like, are you shitting me? And you guys were tight. I mean, it's just so funny that.
Well, that's why, because we love him so much, and we've played practical jokes on each other for so long that was just a no-brainer. We had to do that.
Hey,
Or the leaving him in the train in Europe
Oh,
by
my
himself
gosh,
when he
yeah.
fell
Oh,
asleep.
when he fell asleep, yeah, fantastic.
They just put the next car over, but he didn't know. He woke up freaking the hell out, and he's like, "Oh my god, they're gone!"
So the joke with Charles is we told him, okay, we're gonna do you next week. You're the guest next week, and we just kept saying, oh, Charles, yeah, my mom's in the hospital. I won the lottery. Or I won.
Hey, Dunnigan.
Every week we had a different excuse why Charles couldn't be on.
what's up, Austin? What's up,
And the
Steve?
whole time we always knew we were not going to have it. We were just going to keep pushing it as far as we could. Then finally we just said, yeah, I think we've run. I think we've run the.
I
limit."
remember
running
that.
out of room.
It went for a couple shows.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, it
we gotta call Charles.
No,
We
you have
gotta
no
let
idea.
him
It
know.
was about 3 months. We
Oh
we
shit!
pushed him out. Oh no! And if it was anyone else, we wouldn't have done it. But we love Charles, and we knew it.
And he's pretty laid back.
Oh well, he gets. He can get wound up too. We all know how to push his buttons because we've been doing it for years.
He was getting pretty tuned up when you were talking about the rent-a-car stuff.
Oh, he's.
Oh yeah, the whole throw it in reverse thing. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
all on point for that.
Whenever you throw the whole rent-a-car thing to a guest, they amp up the whole
you have
freaking
no
interview.
idea.
It's
Go on,
like,
Tim.
you know, they're just like everything's like the whole interview is like kind of nonchalant. Oh, dude, it was a great, you know, had a couple rough weekends, you know, in Chicago, or we went over here to Kentucky, you know. Hey, you ain't good rent-a-car stories. Oh, let me fucking tell you about a goddamn rent-a-car.
Who
we
was
had
it?
over
Wasn't
here.
it Mike King that he wrecked it in the tree and left it in the parking lot?
Well, let me tell you this: every time we start talking to guests, and,
What's up, Big
and the
Timmy?
subject of rental car starts going, we have to say, whoa, save that.
Right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
we
You
have
did,
to
yes.
do it every single time because
That's
we're saving it
afterwards.
for our Christmas special. And I'll just tell
That was the best damn thing on Christmas I got the whole goddamn year.
you, well,
I didn't get shit for presents. I watched the show.
let me tell you this: we've already got some doozies already recorded for next year's Christmas special.
Oh, that's you did it
I'm
again.
a big
Oh,
one.
awesome.
And here's the funny part: is
Condiff, what's up, Tim?
at my job now, I have a new boss, and the new boss, the global sales manager, was a longtime manager for the Hertz company.
Oh,
shit.
no.
So he knows your name.
Yeah, so I have
He has every alias that you went under.
I have
for-
my
since
wife
the
on
80s.
I have my wife on speakerphone with my new boss in the car, and she goes, "Oh my God, don't make sure he doesn't hear about your rental car stories." And she was on speaker.
Oh shit,
Oh
honey.
man,
We're gonna be broke now. Thanks a lot.
I have no idea. I have no idea what the statute
No.
of limitations are.
Now the
on
thing
their
that
parts,
the
but
thing that's
woo.
throwing me off is like Hollywood Mike Miranda has a fucking boss. Are you shitting me?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, she lives in the same house.
I mean, well, I'm not talking about.
She
I'm
is
talking about his wife.
fantastic. And
I'm
it's
talking
just-
like what?
No, that's
He's
the
afraid
boss.
of the
Let me
boss
tell you,
at
I'm
home.
afraid, that's the boss I'm afraid of.
Hey, she was cracking up earlier, dude. She was having a good time in the pre-show.
Oh, she's hilarious.
Man, oh man.
She's a gamer. She's
She
fantastic.
can dirty fence?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, right on. I
Yeah,
just, you know,
she's. Let me tell you, one of my favorite stories about her is that I met her at Woodward Camp, and
Oh,
let me
as
tell
a
you what she
writer?
did. She was the bartender at the lodge, and she carded Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk came up to get a
He's shady.
yeah,
He's a little
he,
weird.
He came up to the bar to buy the next round of to get the next round of drinks for the owners and everybody else, and she looked at him and she goes, "I'm sorry, I need to see your ID."
that's funny shit.
It's Tony Hawk, dude. He's got the baby face still going.
No,
dude.
no, she knew who he was.
Oh.
She just wanted to make him feel uncomfortable.
I love it.
Oh,
She
so
is
you got
a
her two
gamer.
peas in a pod.
She's absolutely.
Yeah.
She is in the game. Like Eric Carter said at my wedding reception, he stood up on the bar stool. Tells you about my wedding reception. Stood up on the bar stool and said, "She knows exactly what she's getting because she's in the game as well."
Oh yeah. See that?
Yeah.
that-
Right on.
And see,
Yeah.
that's the other thing, dude. Eric had to be on the bar stool. He had to stand up. That's
Correct.
me. I
He's-
got to
yeah,
do the
yeah.
same shit.
Stop it.
I'm just saying, dude. You know,
Jesus.
we're gonna be
Keep-
down in
Keep
SoCal.
plugging and be related. You
Yeah.
better go to the ancestry.com.
I'm telling you,
Look at
no,
the tree.
I just got to go to Dirty Fest, and I'm gonna look at Eric and be like, "You're my brother." It's gonna be like twins with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's exactly
Okay.
yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny
It's gonna
DeVito.
be the
There it
same
is.
fucking deal, dude. It's like,
Same thing, but different.
Tonight is your night, bro.
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
You're
Hey,
gonna get 3 days of happiness, and
Yeah.
that's a wrap, dude.
but,
You're done with you.
but Eric don't watch social media, dude.
No,
Yeah.
definitely does not.
He don't even watch your shows, does he?
No,
No.
Eric Carter's never seen one.
He
not
still
one
runs to a
single
goddamn
one of our-
payphone.
He hasn't seen one single one of our episodes.
How the hell do you do
He,
that?
he lives it. He
Why?
lives it, baby. He's in
Why?
the moment. He's
Why
in
did
the
you see
moment.
it?
Dude, I live in the moment when we're live too, but I still go back and be like, man, dude, that one show we did the other like a couple weeks ago or whatever, dude, that was
Not gonna
great.
lie,
dude.
I don't
And-
watch many of them either.
I'll tell you mine. I never watch any one of ours after we post it because I've seen it 6 or 7 times.
What
in
good?
the
When you
edit.
edit in, yeah.
Yeah, I've already seen.
I haven't seen.
I know
I've
all
done
of it.
that. I was there for the original. Why do I need to watch it again?
Well,
I can't change it.
Yeah,
Fuck,
they-
you made me feel like I'm reincarnated.
but
and
I will
shit.
tell you this. I went back a couple weeks ago and I was looking at the outtakes. Oh my gosh, that is some hilarious shit that'll never make it online. It's great.
See, we don't get
Hey,
that.
we need to have
That's
that.
what you need,
Hey,
that's what you need to
Dirty
have.
Fest. We need to have that at Dirty Fest
That's a great idea.
with us. Whatever,
That's a-
however you want
that's
to do it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
We'll play the outtakes.
Yes, I want to
I'm
see.
sorry, some of the outtakes. Some of those
Well,
outtakes
they
that
gotta be
cause
for everybody.
divorce,
Yeah, well,
they cause jail time. No, yeah. Some of the outtakes.
Well,
won't make it.
that
the
would,
5 of us.
that would make
watch
for
them
a
all.
good New Year's show. Okay.
Hey, start the new year off with a divorce.
Hey,
there you go.
You know what? The rent-a-car thing, that's good for Christmas. And then, you know, we'll do relationship things for
How bad
New
you?
Year's.
How happy are you in a relationship? I can break it for you.
Yeah.
I can make it bad.
Exactly. Hey, what can BMX do for you?
Oh, Billy don't even want to be watching the first time. Thanks, Billy. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah.
It's Billy.
Have another. Hey, how's that doing? What's he going tonight? How busy are you?
He just woke up, dude.
Oh, yeah. He went to bed this morning at 6:30. He goes, I'm done. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
At 6:30.
This morning.
This morning.
He works. That's all he
in
does.
California time.
All he does is work.
He's in Ohio. I mean,
It doesn't matter where you're. Well, it is snowing. You can't really go anywhere. Unless
Oh.
your wife can, but you can't.
the only reason he can't go anywhere is if Giffy isn't plowing the goddamn roads for
I
him.
am seriously starting off this year with a divorce. Shit. Sorry, Jay.
Hey, sorry,
Jim.
Bryce. Hey,
And not. Yeah.
Does she know that?
yeah. Hey, make sure she ain't watching the show. Shit.
Holy cow!
Saying, I don't want to. Hey, dude,
I don't want to be a marriage breaker. Not doing.
I'm
like
not a
this.
big Maury Povich kind of guy. Okay,
Oh,
especially with the BMX.
Or Jerry
stuff.
Springer.
Jerry Springer, yeah, because freaking Spring Break is pretty badass.
Yeah,
Jerry Springer.
I can't do Jerry
You
Springer.
throw some BMX on some Spring Break, bud.
Oh,
AC knows what's up with
Uh-oh.
that.
I got a Jerry Springer Maury Povich story.
Are you shitting me?
All right, real deal. So the owner of CW Cycles back in the day, Roger Worsham.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is the real deal. So when we would go to BMX tracks, BMX nationals and races around the country, Roger, who was the owner of CW, he would, at some point during the day, like between the second or third moto or something, he'd take off and he'd be gone for a couple of hours. and we had no idea what he was doing. And he was going around to the cemeteries in whatever town we were in, and he'd take pictures of famous gravestones.
Huh?
And then
Really?
and then he made trading cards with famous gravestones. That was the foray into the trading card business. Which it gets better. Which led into he started making mass murderer trading cards.
Wow.
And the mass murderer trading cards sold like wildfire. And
Holy
then
shit.
the families of the mass murderer victims, not happy.
No, apparently not. No.
happy.
I wouldn't think so.
No.
Some money.
So what did Maury Povich do? Bring on the families, bring on Roger Worsham, and there's your show. Wow. It was wild. Anyway, that's the CW.
I'm not
Maury
promoting the people. I'm just showing you who they were. That's all I'm doing. But yeah, he was.
All that's telling me is that Gate 9 better have my fucking tombstone ready to fucking rock and roll at any moment. Billy,
Yeah, the number plate's better be right.
I don't give a shit
Yeah.
what the hell. It better say number one. Number one in your heart, baby.
Hey, huh? Oh yeah.
You know what? Whatever. Shut up.
Gate 9 number plates
Your
does an
shut off.
outstanding job. If you haven't got your plate set for this year,
Yeah.
hit up Gate 9.
Sean, you're on the water.
They will definitely take care of you. He does a really good job. We've been running for a few years, and I'm very happy with him. So hit him up.
Billy, Gate 9.
Trust me, he works 24/7. He don't sleep much.
He doesn't. Yeah.
So
He's got a coffee problem.
he's got a work problem. He just works a lot, too much.
Ain't nothing wrong with hard work.
No.
Ain't nothing wrong with hard work.
Well, I mean, dude, the printer's downstairs in his basement, and he can't really do anything else. you
Which
know?
took him 6
So
months to get it down there.
It was like
Because it was so heavy, he needed help.
yeah, he had to call
He
the
couldn't-
fucking piano movers to move this big astronomical device.
What the hell kind of printer is that?
It's huge, man. It can print. You need some banners for Dirty Fest.
How big a number plate you running nowadays?
We're
Well, I
running
showed
some
that one
big
that,
shit.
on that poster. There, you know, it was,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
Jen will love it at the scoring table.
Robbie
guarantee
Chapman, what's up, Chapman? What's going on, dude?
Roddy Chapman, fuck cancer.
Yes, sir, dude. You know it. Dude, fuck cancer.
Exactly, absolutely, 100%.
What else is going on, Hollywood? Like I'm still
Learning
like,
something
it's yeah
that we don't know.
I don't give a shit, dude. You can lie, honestly, dude. I mean, dude,
we tell all of viewers to lie. Make
I
some
mean,
shit up. We'll
dude,
talk about
you
it.
got freaking 180 cranks with freaking 165 legs, dude.
That was
I don't
you, my
really give a
man.
shit.
God, that was a great
I
thing.
can't believe you
Hey.
brought that up.
Oh my God, that was so awesome.
Because it was epic. I
Is
don't
that gonna be on tomorrow?
I don't give a shit, dude.
Yes.
Oh, you definitely
Yeah.
got to watch
No,
tomorrow.
not tomorrow. Sunday.
Sunday.
They got one more day.
Yeah.
They got-
Oh yeah,
they-
you got to
they gotta
watch
wait
Sunday.
one more day.
Oh yeah,
I
180
don't-
cranks and
I don't
165
care, dude.
legs.
That shit was great.
It was so much fun.
Dude, that shit was epic, dude. If I don't accomplish anything else in life, dude,
Oh,
I'm
dude,
on
that-
fucking 30.
I had a 180 cranks with 165 legs. That's what
Hey.
I accomplished.
That is a fantastic commercial.
Oh my
so,
God.
so we shot commercials for our podcast friends. Each podcast did their own commercial. And
3 hours.
your 15-second commercial took 3.5 hours to record because we were just busted.
It
up.
did. It's got to be. You know, you can't rush excellence.
Oh, Jesus
honestly.
Christ.
You
Well,
can't.
let me tell you, when Justin got on for the All Things BMX commercial, I said, take 15, 20 seconds, done.
He's like an
He's-
auctioneer. Justin gets really like
slow down,
he starts going on.
slow down.
Yeah, he
He gets wound up.
It was
He gets wound up in a hurry.
and he gets that voice going.
He does. Yeah. Hey, he'll give me 5, give me 10, give me 5, 50, 50. That's sold $300. Like what?
Yeah, that's good
what,
shit.
What the hell did I buy? Fucking carbon rims, but duh.
It was fantastic.
T-Bone. Hey, I'll tell you what, we had a blast. Saturday night, we were supposed to do a show. We didn't. We had other
Good thing-
obligations.
Good thing we
Sitting here
did
talking to
one.
Mike.
Yeah, good thing we did one on Friday.
Yeah, on
And
Zoom with Mike, 3.5 hours, bro.
Yeah.
So
Obligation.
I just need 15 minutes. We're like, okay, sure. Zoomed in. 3.5 hours later. Fuck. Okay,
Fucking
we're
still
going to
laughing.
bed.
Oh,
Well,
laughing my ass off.
And the crazy part was like people were like, dude, you guys didn't go live. It's like, well, we went live yesterday. Well, but yeah,
That was yesterday.
we still wanted to go to live.
If I
again.
go in the house, my
Like-
wife's like, God, you got to be
Okay.
kind of loud out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you have no idea how hard we're laughing.
Yeah, no,
She wasn't mad. She was just telling me she was still up. So it's like, she was, you guys were kind of loud. I'm like, fuck. If you'd heard the shit we heard, you'd laugh too.
just
It was awesome.
just gut busting.
Oh, it
You
was.
know?
I mean, like lifting a printer down to the basement.
Down to the basement, yeah.
That's so fantastic.
Well,
guys.
Busted the gut.
Well, no, Jen took it to the basement.
Yeah. She's putting
Well, I
on
don't.
the back.
I don't think I like the sound of that.
Hey, when in
Oh,
doubt,
I-
hey, no,
I'm sorry.
no.
If he ain't careful, she'll take him to the basement too permanently.
Yeah, she'll take him to the woodshed. I swear to God. All right?
Get a
Hey,
good old
hey.
whooping.
Mm-hmm. She got my boy in check. He's over there. She got him under lock and key. She knows
At least
what's
someone
up.
does.
I know.
Yeah,
That's damn
Jen
true.
don't mess around. She'll take care, do everything well for you, but don't fuck up.
Yeah.
Hey,
She's
now,
in charge.
now you asked me a question. I wanted to ask you, what was the start of this? How did this come about?
Oh my God.
Man,
Drinking.
Was it drinking?
there was a lot of beer involved, and there was a lot of BMX involved too.
Yeah, it was. We were working in the
Mike,
garage
honestly,
Fridays.
You know, Mike, local BMX shop out of his garage and stuff, and a lot of the locals always just brought their stuff because we never really had a BMX shop for the racing part of it, you know. But Mike had the accounts and the deal to do retail and everything, and a lot of people would. I mean, I'm talking pop up. They would drive after a Friday night race at 10 o'clock at night.
Brian Fliptop for come all the way from Fresno, which you know, all the way from Fresno just to pick up parts.
You know,
Wow.
and they're like, well, we just raced Santa Clara or we just raced Rio Linda, you know, and a lot of those tracks are give or take like an hour from where Mike used to live, you know, and oh well, we broke a chain, or we you know what, I need to go down a tooth, or I need some tires, you know, we're gonna race tomorrow, you know, do you got any parts? Yeah, we got parts, you know, we're sitting here in the shop, and it was Friday night beer night, and a lot of the stuff too. Mike offers an upgrade kind of program, you know, where if you have a mini or a junior, you know, or you're going from a mini to a junior, you know, he'll go and swap out the parts from your bike. If he has a junior frame, you know, he'll cut the price and split the difference. And so we would be like, honestly, I'd be sitting there working with Mike. We had like 3 different bike stands going on and swapping out frames for riders that are bumping up from frames, or they just need some routine maintenance.
Yeah, they're just growing.
You know, they're going to a bigger wheel set or whatever, and you get the parents in there, you get the kids, or next thing you know, you got another set of parents coming in like, hey, dude, we're coming in from Santa Clara.
I heard.
You know,
this.
hey,
Yeah.
do you got anyone? Hey, do you got a 44 chain ring, or you got a 45, or you know, hey, what kind of tires you got? I don't give a shit if they're brand new or used. You know, I need some tires.
Yeah.
And we were constantly turning wrenches on Friday nights, you know, or I would show up late if I didn't go racing and take our nephew, you know, Daniel, to the track, and then show up and then start turning wrenches.
Between that and then at Christmas
know?
time, I had a deal with the landfill in Valley Springs, where I could get whatever bikes I want. We would come back here, and I'd grab whatever I could, come here. We'd build bikes and donate it for Christmas.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that was our Friday night beer night for us.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know,
it was-
replacing tubes,
Sean was
tires.
involved, Jimmy Dean
That was like the
involved,
main
yeah.
thing. You know,
Yeah.
lubing chains and stuff, and get
Trying to
ready
find frames that were all scratched up and look like shit. And it
You
had to
know?
be something decent. It's Christmas. You know, you
Yeah.
want to make it look as good as you can.
because they're going to get donated to the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
You know,
Yeah.
and so it was just a variety of bikes.
Yeah.
You know, like some
yeah, whatever
old school BMXers, some like Walmart bikes or whatever, but just getting them in riding condition
But we're just hanging out.
was what we did.
Yeah, hanging out,
You
drinking
know,
beer,
and
working on bikes.
we're sitting there, and then we're watching YouTube,
Yeah, whatever we could find.
watching
anything. Didn't matter what it was.
watching
Yeah.
we would watch downhill mountain bike or old school BMX or
Park.
freestyle.
or BMX on ESPN like we did tonight.
Yes,
Or
exactly.
That was great.
The
Yeah.
Jags, yep. 83 Jags.
So there was always something on the TV in the shop, and Mike would be on the stand working on a bike. I'd be working on a bike. You know, you'd have a couple parents. You know, some of them would have their kids, some of them wouldn't have their kids. You know, and you're just getting them ready to go for Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, or you know, or it would even be a Saturday. You know, and they're looking to race because over here racing on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is a big thing over here in NorCal.
That's
where we're
everywhere,
at.
though. It is
You know,
everywhere.
and they're just, you know, you got those parents like, hey, dude, I need a chain, I need some tires, I think I need to go up a tooth, or you got some pedals, or some shoes, or anything.
It's
And
funny because at the beginning, parents would bring
it
their
was
kids.
crazy.
They'd bring the kids with them. and they saw what we were doing. We're working on bike, drinking beer, and then they would just quit bringing their kids, and they would bring beer and drink with us while we're working on the bikes. Yeah, exactly. It was great. I mean, it was fun. It was Friday night beer nights. That's what we called it, because that's exactly what it was. We were working on bikes because we were going to do something. We couldn't go. We're not going anywhere. We're not going to the bars. We're all married, but we sit in the garage, work on bikes, drink beer, and talk shit. And dude, it just turned into then. Buddy of mine come over, our buddy of ours, our IT guy come over and said, yeah, well, you want to go push that button? And Rick walked over, what button? And hit it. And we didn't have nothing to talk about, dude. It was on.
Yeah. It was.
And then Rick took it from there. Rick turned it into what it is now.
It's been a big thing, and it's been fun.
It has been absolutely fun.
You meet so many people. I mean, hell,
let me tell you,
we never thought we were going to run into you.
This is absolutely fun.
Like, it don't get any better for me.
Like, honestly,
this is absolutely fun.
It's awesome.
And it's no different.
Absolutely fun.
It goes the same thing with Justin. 3 years ago, he started his show. We were just they were new doing the show, and we were new doing the show. And he reached out to me and was like, "Hey, dude, I seen your stuff. I seen you tuning into my stuff. What do you got going on? What do you think? This, that, or the other." And we started collaborating, and that's how we got tied in with all things BMX.
So you guys started about the same time.
Yeah.
Wow.
We just do more shows on the regular. On average, we do want to do more shows because if we're somewhere that looks like a good opportunity, we're going to do a show.
Yeah,
and a story.
Yeah, we're this is like show 142, 143 tonight, and it's not even in the book.
Wow.
Because, honestly, because this from
and people still watch it. Can you do that shit?
Dye Job Apparel. I keep notes of all the shows.
How you guys doing?
Of how it goes.
Let me see
I just got this at Grand's, and it's got show 134.
That's got the nasty stuff in it.
It's got the date, it's got the topics, and that's how the whole rundown goes.
Wow.
And just keeping logs of it.
That's cool. I sit next to Mike, but I'm starting to have strong feelings towards him.
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly.
That's a diary, Rick. You gave the wrong one.
It
gave the wrong one.
My first erection without fucking Viagra. Shit like that. And that's the thing with the show.
I've turned my 165 into a kickstand.
Exactly. And that's how
hell in a handbag.
And that's how the show
We're going to hell.
And that's how the show goes. We keep it like that. We keep it fun.
It's live. It's got to be fun. No one's going to watch it.
Talk some shit. Have some fun. Agree to disagree. Because sometimes we get on some big heated topics.
No. You two have never disagreed.
Oh,
yeah, no.
Have you?
Not online. Not on the show.
On the show. No.
We honestly we are pretty much on the same page about where BMX is, where it should go, where it came from. We are pretty much on the same page. I mean, we have differences on certain riders around our area, but as far as us, no, we don't. We really don't, because we are here for the same reason. We both want to promote the sport. We want it to be a great thing, because for me, I've been doing this since I was 5. I don't want it to go away, and if you don't take care of it, it will leave. Listen, and we all know that.
Yeah, we've seen it change, and change is okay. Change is okay. Some of us may not be comfortable with it, but change is okay.
It's going to happen.
And now BMX has changed so much from where it was. It's almost a completely different sport, but that's okay too. When you see what the guys and gals are doing on the Olympics now.
Oh, absolutely.
What's up, Hot Lap?
You can't do anything but appreciate what they're doing. And when I said this earlier to you guys, that when I see the difference I see today between the pros now and the pros then were much larger people, bigger, stout guys that were working out, pumping weights to get big and strong. And now they're much more leaner athletes, and they're doing everything they can with that, with nutrition and everything else as a total prize package.
It's ridiculous how it is right now.
And when I started, pros were smoking cigarettes in the pits.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Yeah, Bill, Ricky, and Quinn are in Virginia.
Both his mains.
How the hell you don't know? Freaking Jen had him on the goddamn moto board.
Is he there? No, he's not making plates.
But no, it was on Facebook. She posted, so
he's been making plates.
If it's on Facebook, it's true.
He's been working.
I'm pretty sure Ricky and Quinn are hanging out with Big Deal. Yeah. No, he took a second in cruiser and a 5th in class for 1720. They're big dog.
But it has changed a lot.
He's out
it
there.
Really has. The sport has changed so much. I mean, Because I remember, I mean, dude, I remember this.
Most,
That was it.
most,
Zip ties on the frame. You knocked the blood off your tires.
most impressive bike in the entire place. That little John
I love it.
with the cutout moto mags. I mean, that's a race bike.
It is.
That is fantastic.
Back then?
That's a piece of history right there.
Well, it'll be in a Dirty Fest.
Oh
You
yeah,
bet that.
that's a showstopper right there.
Maybe I get the R&R done. We'll see what happens.
Oh, about time.
I know. Just got to get a piece of tubing. That's it.
Well, at Dirty Fest, we're one of the key things we're going to do different at Dirty Fest is during the middle of our bike show, right in the middle of the bike show arena is going to be a stage.
You can
And
hand out soap.
And our plan is
They're gonna all stink. You know, them dirty BMXers are.
You need a little.
I'm worried about the moms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the middle of Dirty Fest bike show, we're going to have a stage, and we're going to have these. We're going to take a break between the first and second motos, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull up a special bike, the builder, and the pro rider. So, for example, maybe we'll have Rick Gayton with David Clinton's bike, his Kawasaki bike, and then have David Clinton right there, and they'll have a conversation that everyone will be
What's
able
different?
To,
What's
yeah, well, be able to listen to how the bike was built, what it was like to ride it, and have that conversation that no one's ever had
that's
before.
awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
There's a little background of the bike. I mean, otherwise you look at the bike, someone is going out there picking one of the winners, but you get a little background on it.
And imagine if we had the conversation with you and that bike, and maybe Gary Littlejohn's,
Son, right?
Well,
that'd be great.
I mean, but now imagine if you had like that on a broader spectrum, where it's like, just for instance, because I know you're doing like all old school like races for Dirty Fest, but say you just had like Connor Fields or whatever show up, just as a stand-in, to talk in, and it's like to show the evolution of the frames, the carbon chase, the carbon Speedco's, and you're getting the talks and like the breakdown of the years past to present, and getting that, and you see that because I've been to Hardesty, the new headquarters for USA BMX. Yeah, I haven't been inside it, to really see it. I've seen pictures, but
yes,
to go and like how you're saying, the Kawasaki, the prototype of how it was. This is how it was when it was built, and you're getting the breakdown, and you're going from like the late 60s, the early 70s, the mid 70s, late 70s, into the 80s, into the 90s, and then you go and it's like, bam, here's these carbons, and you have these icons, these Hall of Famers, these guys that are just has stapled the way of the sport of giving this rundown. It's like, look at the evolution of these frames.
Well,
it's ridiculous.
How great would it be to have somebody like Eric Roop, who has started with back in there, Team Schwinn did the first BMX commercial ever, to have somebody like Eric Roop go through the whole thing of the transition of the sport into the carbon frame, into modern day racing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's one guy that can tell the whole story from beginning to present.
Yeah, he's been around the whole time. He really has. I mean, I was watching, like I said, my wife, I've been watching all those races from the 80s, and he was badass then. He's badass now. I mean, wasn't it your show they were talking about him, and they said that he still rides the same way, still jumps the same way?
Well, back in the day, he was so fast and won all those NBL #1 pro plates because he was so efficient and so smart on his bike.
Ricky and Quinn were there last night before they left on the plane.
That's what made him great. That's why he's been #1 so many times. That's why he's been pro since he was 13.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Because not many people can say that. 13 years old, turned pro and still pro, especially at 57, 58.
I thought it was 104
for him.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be. I don't know. I don't want to say that because he's beating me. I don't want to say that. Fuck that. But
I don't know. He's getting Social Security, isn't he? So, I don't know.
He's getting a discount at Denny's. I guarantee that.
Yeah.
Well,
he's a member of USA BMX and AARP.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ,
he's qualified for it all.
Dude, he's got some fucking deals, doesn't he?
Yeah, he ain't being shit.
But and it almost goes to like how with Bubba Harris, and when he was on Coffee Chatter, Coffee Chatter, another show, but they elaborate more on the pros and stuff, and talking about, was that air fart?
Oh,
something grumbling.
feedback.
Check, and talking about like, because he got a chance to be on like a carbon frame. Was like didn't really care for it and went back to chromoly. You know, and it's like
Aluminum.
Mild, mild steel.
It was either
turn.
chromoly
The
or
red line
aluminum.
frames when he was out.
No. When like later like on the late end.
Oh,
and stuff. And talking about like the feel of the chromoly and the carbon and but the evolution of the frames is just like, dude, it's crazy. Who would have thought this? Like,
yeah, Johnny
honestly.
Ontiveros about that. He still rides from one. The aluminum hurt his knees too much. He won't ride a carbon because they're so stiff that it's brutal on the body.
Yeah.
So he's back on chromo.
Yeah,
he's riding a Boss.
and Carlo with
Lucia.
Boss,
Yeah.
built him a Boss frame, and he's killing it. And
Yeah, the new Boss trick.
he's
The new
in
Boss
41 to 45X.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of chromoly, I'm gonna go polish my seat post real quick.
What's up, John Rush? What's going on? Hey guys, like, share, subscribe.
Oh my God.
It's another one of those pop-up Friday night shows there, Mike. You know what I mean?
I do.
I do. We can't really plan this
guy.
stuff.
This guy. He's something else. Oh my God.
How's it going? How's your week?
You know what? I don't give a shit how my week went. It started this morning.
How did your day turn around this afternoon?
It turned around.
Say around like 12:30.
12, yeah. When Mike texted me or called me and said, "Hey, can I stop?" You know what? He didn't bring the tacos. He didn't bring tacos and beer. I got to find something to complain about.
About 3 o'clock.
I could waive the tacos.
I mean, other than that, short of the not having tacos, I mean, this has been so freaking cool. I mean, Mike's just he's been there, done that. I mean, he started around the same time I did, but he went pro and continued the whole thing and did really well. And
Legendary.
everybody liked him. I mean, look at all the people he has on his show. If they didn't like him, they wouldn't do the interviews.
I mean, beyond legendary.
Oh,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Honestly,
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, you want to talk about freaking bypassing the Hall of Fame?
What's up, Damon? How you doing, buddy?
That's got to be freaking. That's Hollywood.
Hey,
Honestly, it is.
hey, this guy, that's all he wants to do is have fun.
I mean, how much fun did we have before we even went live?
Dude, how much fun we had last Saturday night just talking to him
Last week
on a Zoom. 3 hours.
And we thought, like, dude, that was the best part of doing the show ever. Like, we could totally stop and not do a show ever again. And then this afternoon comes, like, hey, I'm going to be in the area.
Yeah,
You're going to be in the area.
Hey, can I stop by with some tacos and beer?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were leaving tonight. I didn't know for sure. That's why I text. As soon as I get the message, I text you. Did you get this message from Hollywood? And you go, yeah. I'm like, well, he goes, well, tonight, tomorrow night, whatever. I'm like, well, you're gonna. I didn't at that point. I didn't know you were gonna be home. I figured you were leaving tonight.
Yeah, I was like, hey, dude, looks like we're drinking beer.
Hey, John, I can build you one. Let
Yeah.
me know. Bring me a bike. I got you covered.
But dude,
Oh, dude, what a day! What a day!
I mean,
all day long,
it-
dude. It affects the whole rest of my day because that's all I've been doing: taking care of shit and getting shit cleaned up and out of the way. And for when he came over, and I had a blast.
I
What
just
a
don't
blast.
don't even know, man. Like honestly, dude, you know, and it's not even. Hey, goddamn electricity!
Oh,
bill. Hey,
Jesus!
the fucking beer budget goes toward the electricity bill there.
Yeah, I
Hollywood.
don't want my wife on my ass
Good
again.
fucking lord, bro.
She's kind of crazy
The
about that
fucking
shit.
bathroom light affects the Wi-Fi, dude, for the show. Shit, are you kidding me?
You know what?
I don't know what happened.
I don't want to argue about it. It's very
I
possible,
know.
dude.
I drank 3 beers and peed out 7.
It could very possibly that light could actually affect the Wi-Fi.
I have been a victim of that. So
Pretty wild day.
you know, fuck it. I
Pretty wild
just
day. Not
you
what
know
I was
what?
expected.
We're shooting from the hip. No notes. I don't even have notes from fucking last week's show.
I thought you were
Okay.
going to be in Bakersfield. I was like, what am I going to do tonight?
Last week's show was 141. We're
Right.
at 142.
Oh, that's
Okay.
at 142.
We're at 142. Lucky number. Get
That's
your
So what do
Powerball
we-
fucking
150
tickets.
We got 14 shows. We got 2 weeks.
You know, we're
2 weeks to
we're-
3
dude,
years.
And April. Okay, for those of you guys tuning in, April is gonna be a busy goddamn month, and I tell you
Oh,
what, get ready.
Sea Otter, Dirty
Okay,
Fest,
Dirty
3-year
Fest,
anniversary,
the
Beating Daniel.
everything, the whole thing. We're gonna
3 goddamn days.
We're gonna fucking beat
That's
Sean.
3 goddamn days
Hey.
right there.
Turn that camera around and show that picture. This is what we got.
all
for
right.
Mike
Check it out.
Brandon
Check it
today.
out. Check it out.
Look-
If
look
you guys
what-
don't know what
Daniel.
if you don't know what the studio's all about,
Look what
Here,
Daniel,
look-
look what
look at
Daniel
that.
did.
Go closer.
Look what Daniel did.
You can't go very close.
No, you can get a little bit. There's some cable there. Get there.
That's what
Go
she
ahead,
said.
Daniel. Yeah, there's some cable there. Yeah. Well,
Hey, come on, sound guy.
she
Get
wasn't
your-
bragging about it. She just said there's some cable there.
Get your shit together.
Spin the camera 180 degrees.
No, walk closer to the goddamn wall. Don't look at the TV.
Daniel, spin the camera so the cable will
No,
unwrap
it's
around the
fine.
post. No,
Just-
just
no.
spin, around, so it'll unwrap around the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Now walk forward. There oh my God, you got it. Look at that. Hollywood, Mike. It's hard to see, isn't it?
Look at that. Hey, Heaps. Where the fuck? Where the
take a screenshot?
where the hell are you, Heaps?
Yeah, you're missing out.
Heaps is just jerking off.
He's not even tuning in. That's a bad part about
He's
it.
jerking off in his shoes. Is what he's doing.
He's polishing his seat post right now.
You know,
too.
he's been doing that for a
He's
while.
Mhm.
polishing the top tube right now. Oh, look
Yeah.
at that beauty. That is fantastic.
Pretty sexy.
You know, I love that the cutout moto mags. That's a racer's wheel right there. That's a racer's
I remember my
wheel.
dad, you know, back then it was all hacksaws. There was no grinders and
No,
speed
no, no.
guns. It was all hacksaws and files. I'm like, damn, dude, that's a lot of work.
That right there. Those are lightweight racing rims.
And every Friday, I remember every Friday, my dad, we'd come home from racing, or before the weekend, before we started racing, he would take that whole bike apart, every bearing, everything. It'd be a frame sitting there, and he would wipe everyone down, re-grease everyone, put it all back together. Dude, Saturday morning we were lightning,
Dude, I'm telling you.
lightning.
Let me tell you a story about my re-greasing of bearings one time. Way back in the day, I took exactly. I took my it was a Schwinn Stingray, but it had I had upgraded the wheels to steel wheels. And I had this great idea. I'm gonna go so much faster if I re-grease the bearings. So in the garage, I took the hubs out, took the cones off, and all the bearings
Fell on the floor.
and not only that, but they rolled under my mom's giant, big chest freezer. They were gone. There's no way I was getting those back.
Oh,
Oh
no.
shit! The needle bearings.
And of course-
Holy shit!
and
dude.
of course, when do you do this? The night right before the race, right?
Oh, of course.
So
Why
when-
not?
So bearings, well, it's about the
The
same.
best ideas come the night before.
You know those ball bearings? They're about the same size as BBs. I put BBs in the hub, put grease in there. That was a great idea. It was about the same thing. Corona downhill, the track I grew up on, huge, gigantic.
Brass
downhill.
bearings will melt
Huge,
from heat.
gigantic.
Oh yeah.
First lap of practice, about 3/4 of the way down this huge
Freeze
downhill.
that hub up or what?
No, not even that. Just came out.
Shit! Got a drive-by. Shit! Everybody duck. Fucking
BB's going everywhere.
Hollywood
BB's
shooting at
going
everybody.
Everywhere.
My eye.
BB dust going everywhere. The front wheels like, yeah, it was just, okay, that was it.
Oh my
yeah.
God. It was Christmas story all over. You gotta shoot your eye out.
Christ, dude, Jesus, good
So-
Lord, dude.
So the lesson I learned there was the number one lesson was never work on your bike the night before the race.
And put a rack underneath it just in case. Yeah. Catch them bearings. Trust me, I've done it I don't know how many times.
That's a good one. I
Yeah.
like that. That's
Yeah.
True story.
How'd you get them fixed? You get them fixed that day at the racetrack?
Oh no way.
No.
That was it. That was done. One lap of practice. Half. Not even a lap of practice. I mean, 100.
So you only got
yards of
one of them
practice
apart. You didn't even get the back one apart. You
Oh,
got the
no.
front one. That
done.
was it.
That was a coaster brake. I wasn't about to take that thing apart. I had no idea.
Oh,
what was going on
shit.
back there.
Anyone got an extra rim? Anyone?
I
And back then they did.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Luckily, I hadn't paid my $3 entry fee to a race already, so I just was a spectator that day.
Sitting there in the hey Bueller,
Bueller.
Right.
Bueller,
Who doesn't have a little bit of Ferris Bueller?
Damn Daisy.
guys.
Daisy didn't know how to make ball bearings.
Damn Daisy BBs. So you know what, Mike? A lot of things go.
Sideways? No, let's not talk about my first marriage.
No,
We always should bring that up now.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna talk sideways
hey,
now. We don't want to talk about that.
Hey,
Come on.
life is like
Box of chocolates.
a kaleidoscope, dude. You know,
Never know what you're gonna
and,
get.
and
Yeah.
talking about how tough it is, like for now, with the pros and stuff, making a living, this, that, or the other. Okay, but let's rewind to you. You've been there, done that, and you're still in the industry.
Correct. Have been ever since.
Now, what are the pros of now, or the pros of back then when you were pro? Are they not going about like this same direction? Or
Can you remember back that far?
I imagine it's the same thing. I imagine it's the same thing. There's some guys that are making a lot of money and some guys that aren't.
Right.
And it happens to be, for maybe different reasons, but there are always going to be a handful of guys that make more money.
Yes.
When you go back in the day,
Uh-huh.
That maybe there were guys that were making six figures, and then there were most of the guys that weren't.
Right.
And I imagine it's the same thing today.
It is. We got about 10, maybe about 10 riders that are making a living. They don't have to go to work. The rest of them have a real job and they're training when they can to race.
They were, well, then I because back then there were a lot of guys that were not working. They were just riding. They weren't.
Oh, yeah.
didn't have to-
Well, the money was definitely better.
Yeah.
back then.
But you also, if you made, let's say you made 40 grand a year, that in the 80s, that was good
A lot
enough
of money, yeah.
You didn't have to work.
Oh yeah, you're buying a house.
You
doubt.
get 40 grand, and then what? You get incentives or signing bonus or
40 grand
whatever.
total.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just thinking about salary.
Uh-huh.
For a lot of us, for myself included, the money you made wasn't really on. You made a base salary.
Uh-huh.
Where you really made money. If you were smart, you negotiated your contracts so that you got in your contingency program for either wins, seconds, thirds, and if you were really smart, you got it on magazine coverage.
Uh-huh.
So you get X amount for a cover, and a cover of a magazine. I mean that.
Bob Osborne, it's a big time.
That's all new to me.
That's something you can't buy, right? You can't.
Oh, hell no, you
You
can't.
can't buy that.
You got to be good enough to get on there.
Shit, you better be looking good, dude.
Exactly. You better be stylish. You better be
Fucking
something.
tanning bed and all kinds of shit.
I mean, I'm waxing, manscape.
The whole
that's what
thing.
they call it, right?
The whole
Manscaped?
thing.
Manscaped,
The whole
yeah.
thing.
I didn't want to buy. I thought we were racing BMX. Not
Exactly,
bodybuilding.
dude. Exactly.
So
you gotta look good in the fucking Lyrica.
So all those things come into play. If you get a cover of a magazine, you had a different contingency. If you got a 2-page spread, a quarter page, all that played in. If you were
Centerfold.
if you were smart and you did that and you negotiated that, you could make a lot of money.
Now, okay, so you're bringing that up. I don't think they have that nowadays.
No, USA BMX puts in who they want to. I mean, it's not like
Because there's only one magazine.
That's it. That's it.
The mothership.
Back in the day, there was
so-
plenty.
Yes,
Not plenty,
yes.
but there was several.
Well, but in order, then you have something now that we didn't have then. You could say, well, if you were smart, if I was a pro, or if I was an agent, or if I was a pro's lawyer, I had a lawyer. So if you had an attorney that told you, look at your contract and say, listen, if you have 1,000 followers, you should get this. If you have 5,000 followers, you should get this. If you have a post that reaches this many people, that's worth X amount. Because that's basically what covers did.
Right.
That's what
So-
they're doing right now. Right. Absolutely. Yes.
So, and I have no idea. I absolutely have no idea. I'm talking completely out of my ass.
No,
I have no idea what to do.
but you know what you're making, like,
It makes sense. Yeah,
makes sense. Like, honestly, because the people that Mike and I deal with, because of the now, that makes total sense, dude.
So listen, if that's how YouTube monetizes people, if that's how Facebook monetizes people, then that's how companies should monetize people. If I make a post for hyper bicycles, let's say I'm all that, and I do a quadruple backflip, triple lean with a half twist on a half pipe,
church.
Or you get pushed over the turn in some cardboard boxes for $60.
Correct. Whatever
I'm asking for a fucking refund.
if that gets a gazillion views,
Right.
then I should get something for a gazillion view, video, because it gets that much attention. So I think if it equates to getting covers,
Right.
so it is. It's just a different way of doing it. Now I know that if I were a pro now, I wouldn't get enough to make a bologna sandwich anymore. But
Man, you ain't lying, dude.
If you were a pro now, you'd be doing the same thing they're doing. You'd be training just where they are. I mean, it's just thing. It's just
The big thing, like,
back in the day, there wasn't a lot of training. I don't think.
the big thing.
there was, just not to the same extent. It wasn't published much. It was a different kind. We didn't know what
We didn't have
had.
trainers and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
No.
I did. It was my dad. He said, "Hey, man."
But
My dad used to tell me, hey. When he'd see us sitting around the garage, he goes, "Hey, you know what? Sitting there right there, you ain't getting any faster." That's what my dad used to say. Hey, you know what? I bet that guy. You know that guy you don't like? I bet you he's out riding right
Hey,
That's what my dad
I
used to
totally get it. You know, and now you see a lot of the pros. Well, actually, like not a lot. A handful of them. Hey, I tell you, you need one of
I
those.
love that button.
Tell- hey,
That's my favorite one.
James, get on Amazon. Hurry up! Come
my
on, James.
favorite one.
Come on, JV. Come
Oh
on,
my
Jesus
gosh,
Christ!
come on. DJ David Tueson's in the house.
Oh, yeah, dude, he got all the freaking hoochie mama, freaking district moms over
Why
there.
are we
in his
cutting
place.
in and out? What's going on? What do we do? Everything's. You haven't touched-
That's probably on his side.
No,
Oh.
several people said the same thing.
Oh,
Hollywood
who's
people
name
connection.
Oh, it's mine.
No, I don't know. I shouldn't be. I mean,
No, it's probably just a random.
it's
freaking thing,
what
dude.
time is it? It's pulling out right on the corner. Maybe they're just
Yeah, the Wi-Fi.
playing footsies under the table for diary. This type of thing wouldn't happen. You're right, Billy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's probably just getting out because the freaking
got-
the bowling alley is just around the corner. The so you go and you're talking about all the stuff that you did when you were a pro, you know, and getting back to what is going on right now in the door, you know, is a lot of the pros right now, you know, I don't know what they're getting paid, but a lot of them are doing clinics. Did when you were a pro, did you do clinics and stuff to make like side cash and stuff, and like get like some of the local scene at your local BMX and put together like a program, you know, to make some extra side cash to make it to events or anything, you know, because that seems to be one of the big
For the
topics
today. Yeah.
right now that a lot of the pros are doing to make ends meet as,
Right.
as a pro BMX rider. Does that make sense?
But yeah, I get you. So what we did back in the day was we would go on tour all summer long, and what we would do clinics at all the local tracks Monday through Friday, and then go to the big nationals on the weekend. But, and I don't know what the kids got charged with, but we didn't take the money.
Mm.
That all stayed at the local track. So the track operator would charge for a clinic, and we just came to promote our team or our product.
You didn't make anything out of it.
No, and we weren't looking to make anything out of it. We were just there to promote the sport.
Well, your sponsor sent you there, and you know, okay.
And we were
Top
happy.
car profit.
Yeah, and we got to eat, we got to visit,
Ride.
we got to ride. We got to. Some of the best times I had were riding those local tracks with the local kids.
Right.
And they would. I'll tell you my favorite thing about doing that is they would be a set of doubles in a straightaway. They were far apart, and I would always ask, "Has anyone ever jumped those?"
Oh, the one Sherry jumped.
Is there? Yeah, exactly. And I would find the jump. I goes, "Have anyone ever jumped those?" And I would try to be the first one to jump across those. But the whole highlight of the thing was that we were promoting BMX. We were getting kids on the track. It is mine cutting out. I can hear mine.
I can't.
Is it everybody or just you?
That's fine.
I'm breaking up, losing you. He's really good at that. He gets me. Alex, we're supposed to be going. So,
Is that better?
Should be all right.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, everything else is fine.
Anyway, we did these clinics in the week between nationals, and we had a great time. But it was all about promoting BMX. It wasn't about making money.
Uh-huh.
But then we would go to Woodward Camp. 40 years ago this year. 40 years ago this year.
40 years ago, who would have thought that? Like,
Right?
honestly.
So 40 years ago, we started at Woodward Camp doing clinics, and we got paid every week.
Uh-huh.
And if I remember correctly, it was $350 a week, which was great.
Really?
So, and because we were in central Pennsylvania, we would go to the nationals on the weekends, but we were close to it, so it was great. Had the best time of my life at Woodward Camp, and met some of my best friends that are my closest friends.
yeah, they're on your podcast.
That's where I met JP.
Really?
Anyway, oh yeah, that sounds much better.
Yeah,
I've
all,
seen,
all of a
I've seen,
sudden, see, in the
I've seen this on a video before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, right?
What?
It's freaking ridiculous, right?
He's smiling too.
Where's it going at?
Stop. Anyway, yeah. So we got to doing Woodward Camp 4 years ago. That's where I met JD. The very first week of camp, I ended up meeting Robbie Morales from
Bravo.
Bravo from Cult BMX was a camper. Met him there. David Gusto, Paul Thompson, Jivan Ivan Frazier. I mean, absolutely lifelong friends. Met at Woodward Camp that first year. It was fantastic, and that's where we did our clinics. And some of the stuff that we I think back of. I mean, you guys heard of those? What is it? Not Trojan. What's the races? When they Spartan races in the mud. The kid that the guy that started Spartan racing, the guy that runs that whole thing, makes all this money, and he's now an Olympic trainer. Woodward camper.
Really?
Yeah, who knew?
Oh.
Wow.
So to answer your question, yeah, we did clinics, but it was a lot different. We didn't do it for side money. We did it because we were promoting the Sporty BMX.
Yeah.
We did do Woodward Camp for money, but we didn't know that what we were actually doing was influencing kids for the good and influencing generations to come. It was great. Loved it. One of the highlights of my BMX career was certainly working at Woodward Camp.
Really?
Yeah. Not to mention some of the other guys, not me, but some of the other guys, the highlight of their career was capturing all those gymnastic girls.
Oh, I bet. Oh, yeah.
Leave me out.
Yeah. I'm all about that. Yeah. That's
Well, there's some stories about Woodward Camp that can be told and some that can't.
Oh, Josh, tell you what, dude, we had the same thing with OTC about 2 years ago.
Now, tell me, what's OTC? Tell me about that.
The Olympic Training Center down there in Chula Vista.
What happened down there?
There was a whole lot of funny stuff.
Like what funny stuff? Like what?
You know, you're a teenager. You know, there's guys, girls. You know, it's like the BMX dorm.
So what's wrong? So where does it go sideways? Because so far I'm okay.
They just started having like too much fun and enjoying life. You know, but accordingly, it went against the rules.
Well, I mean, when you got young men, young women in the prime of their
Teenage years.
Yeah, exactly. The growth of hormones and bodies and what you. I understand that. I don't know what's wrong with that so far. As long as they're consenting.
There
was nobody complaining about all that.
Yeah, no, it was a like the dorm policy kind of thing.
Okay.
And stuff, and then so it's kind of been out there
that's
and
different.
stuff. So
different.
it got blown out of proportion and stuff. But you know,
Kids got blown out of proportion.
that in the videos
Some
too.
of them did.
Yeah.
I don't know if they really were disappointed, but
What happened?
I think
It's all of a sudden.
it's me. It's me.
they can't hear us. I can't hear yours. Yeah.
What's up, Hacksaw? What's going on? Hey, Hacksaw, can you hear us? Apparently, we're having volume problems. All of a sudden.
I
All of them are messing up.
love.
The worst is only.
I hear.
We gotta get the friggin' sticky notes out.
3 syllables.
Sort of. We're breaking up. Sorry.
Sort of.
We're breaking up.
No. Hey, Rickard.
It's hella choppy.
Yeah, you guys just started dating.
Oh, that's NorCal.
Man,
That's NorCal. That's hella choppy.
That's a Manchuria thing. That's all choppy.
Oh yeah, it's hella choppy.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
damn, it sounds Russian.
2080. Well, shit.
Well, no.
Hey, what time is it?
Let's see if you're freaking.
Hey, we can go for a ride around.
Oh yeah,
I'm in.
Hold on,
I do shit.
I'm in.
Taco or Del Taco drive-through? You don't know.
I'm like,
I'll show you a picture.
Can I borrow a bike?
Pick one. You got plenty. You get whatever left over. You might go. You get that one. You laugh at total. Bro.
Clip it in.
You're clipping in.
Oh, you can't. You see him? You're both.
No, here we're good.
What do you mean?
13 and under, 12 and under can't clip in.
Oh, I didn't know that.
13 and over can't. Yeah, UCI. Change that rule.
You shut it down yet, Rick?
No, yeah.
no, I'm trying to.
I don't know what he's doing.
No, I'm trying to. Well, no, you're freaking hotspotting it off the whole thing. So okay, cool. Give it a little bit, dude. It could be freaking Facebook.
We can go back on. We can get back right around here.
The whole thing. Well, because earlier today, dude, I had to resync my freaking Instagram with freaking Facebook. It was ridiculous. It was like out of the blue.
Oh, that's
All right, hold on. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna